Deleuze reveals, your identity is a prison you built yourself. Consider the question posed by Deleuze, reveals, your identity is a prison you built yourself. Not as problem requiring solution, but as opening into deeper questions about the nature of existence, thought, and what it means to be human in systems of control. Gilles Deleuze approached philosophy as creation, not interpretation. He did not ask what Plato really meant. He asked, what can we do with Plato? Philosophy as tool-making, concept as instrument for transforming life. This reframes Deleuze reveals, your identity is a prison. You built yourself entirely. The question is not about discovering hidden truth, but about recognizing how truth claims function to organize power. The unified subject is philosophy most persistent fiction. From Descartes, I think therefore I am, to Kant, transcendental unity of apperception, to Husserl, transcendental ego. Each version insists, beneath all change, a stable self persists. Deleuze, following Nietzsche and Bergson, dismantles this. No cogito, only cogitations. No thinker behind thoughts, only thinking itself. The I is grammatical convention, not metaphysical substance. What we call self is assemblage of habits, memories, affects, organized temporarily into functional unity. Multiplicity is not many selves. It is the dissolution of the very category of self. You are not one or many, you are flows, intensities, connections, some of which get temporarily organized into what we call identity. Applying this philosophical framework to Deleuze reveals, your identity is a prison. You built yourself yields insights traditional approaches miss. Deleuze philosophical method, empiricism, but not British empiricism, Locke, Hume, not sense data and association. Transcendental empiricism. Taking experience seriously means acknowledging that experience is not of subjects encountering objects, but of impersonal flows and intensities. His life embodied this philosophy, taught at Vincennes, the experimental university, collaborated with Guattari, psychoanalyst working at Laborde Clinic, wrote with Foucault, Guattari, Parnay. Philosophy as collective creation, not individual genius. When illness made work impossible, he chose exit. 1995, Paris. No note needed. The philosophy was complete. It did not need biographical justification. It stands or falls on its own capacity to produce effects, open possibilities, create concepts that transform how we think and live. What remains are the concepts, not to memorize but to use. Multiplicity when you feel torn between contradictions, stop trying to resolve them. Rhizome when institutions block your thought, make unexpected connections. Body without organs when you feel reduced to function, experiment with what else you can do. Lines of flight when power captures you, flow where it cannot follow. The question in Deleuze reveals, your identity is a prison. You built yourself is therefore not answered but transformed. We stop asking for the correct interpretation and start asking, what can we do with this? What becomings does it make possible? What experiments does it inspire? What new ways of living does it open? Philosophy for Deleuze is not about truth with capital T. It is about creating concepts that function as tools for navigating existence without the comfort of fixed identity, given purpose, or transcendent meaning. This is not nihilism. It is the affirmation of life as pure, immanent creativity. Your task is not to understand Deleuze but to use him. Take the concepts, modify them, connect them to your situation, produce your own experiments. Philosophy is not spectator sport. It is practice, and the practice begins now.